Hey you guys, I am in a fabric store. My title might have given that away. And I wanted to talk to you guys about choice and so many interesting ways we all choose so differently. And how do you know when you've made a choice that's going to work for you? And how do you know how to choose when the world is just full of so many amazing, sparkly things? So let me show you a little bit of this fabric store so you can start to get a feel of what I'm talking about. So we got like sparkly things that have, like a different texture to colors. Check these out. And this is all felt. Oranges, reds, pinks. Look at that pink. Ooh. Cool. And the felt continues. And now we've got like furry things. So as I'm walking through, you guys, watching this now or in the future, could you please perceive what's going on with your bodies as I'm walking through? Look at this one. It feels like a cat. It's so amazing. Yeah. And then we've got like fleeces, different colors. Some great, some not so great. And there's something about being in a fabric store. Look at these are velvets. Look at this purple velvet, seriously. To me, that makes my body just wanna, completely melt. Blues, fabrics. Look at this sparkle one. Right here, it's a net. These are all nets. Different thickness, different colors, just different. If you're still watching, look at this orange one. Oh my God. Look at that color. That bright pink. Some of you might be the navy. Look at this purple. Have you seen anything like this before? Jesus. Wow, what a beautiful shade of red. Check these ones out. This is all net. Different types of net. Just different. Fun. And then we've got like the chiffons. So each time the texture changes of the fabric, the color slightly looks different. And then we've got more of the sparkles up at the top here. Isn't it cool? And then we come on to like fun stuff. Look at these polka dots. Look at this one. Look at this one. Psychedelic prints, really. Oh, superhero costumes. How fun. Sparkles. And all of this stuff. I really like, look at these. I wonder what you could do with that. And it's like a very stretchy fabric. And then the velvets again. And some cool stuff. So, I wonder if you want to walk with me as we chat about what you've just seen. So some of you guys will have found certain things made you pop and ping and just be like, oh, that looked amazing, Manjit. Oh, that was kind of yuck. And what are we doing in a fabric store? Blah, 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 blah. So I spent a lot of my childhood in fabric stores because my mum could stitch and she'd sew us different outfits. And we'd often come into a fabric store and then we'd have to choose what we wanted. And then she'd go home and, we'd design something and she'd create it for us. So for me, it's been like a really super cool place of talking about choice and how do you choose? How do you choose for you in a world that has abundance of like so many things, just like the fabric store, the range of colors, the styles, the fabrics, the touch, the sensation you get from all of it. How do you choose? So one thing I want to leave you guys with is a tool I use all the time. And it's like, well, actually, there's a couple of things. So as we were walking through, the first thing I'll probably get is the sense of like what makes my body just literally go like, I have to have that. Like, so it makes your whole body react in a way that's like inviting you. And there's a space and a sense of like excitement and joy, and something's about to happen if you put it on. So let's try that again as a physical activity, as a practical activity. I'm going to go through and you guys see what does that to you. So let's go slow. Cool. Did everybody at least get a color that made them go, oh? Or did you get more than one color that made you go, oh? And you're like, yes, please. Yes, please. My whole body's just like, I want to take you home. So then is phase 2 of choice, which is like actually being with it. So I'm just going to be with this one here and just ask, actually tap into the energy of this. Which sounds really a weird way of shopping, but it's actually amazing. And it really did stop me from like being all pulled in by all the sparkly colors and everything that I was attracted to, because I do really truly love a lot of stuff. So then it's like, hi, would you like to be in my life? Would you like to be in my life? And if there's a tinkle or a sparkle or a space or an opening or an expansion in your universe, that could be a yes. And I say could be. And then ask, so if you'd like to be in my life, how could you contribute? Now the how might be like too open for some of you guys. So when I actually want to be a bit more specific, I actually start to ask questions around some of the things I'm prioritizing in my life. So for example, one of the priorities I'm choosing this year is to have the energy, space and consciousness of elegance. Elegance being like having things become easier, and there's an ease and a space to getting everything I'd like without the push, without the force, and having things work in a super soft, sweet, easy way. So that's the energy of elegance. So then I'm aware of what I want to create. So then I would ask, if I choose to buy you, will you create more elegance in my world? And some things will say yes, and some things will say no. And for me, I'm really clear that I'm actually creating the energy, space, and consciousness of elegance. It's one of the things I'm prioritizing this year. So for me, if it says no, I'll walk through the store and I'll choose again. And I ask again, I'll check my body. Okay, cool. So I'm sparkled and I'm attracted to this organza right now. Cool. So truth, hi, would you like to be with me? Cool. And if it says yes, would you like to contribute the energies of elegance? And if it says yes, then I might choose another priority, which is for me this year is generating and creating a wealth, like wealth and money and riches. So then I could ask, so if we're going to hang out together and you're going to come to my house, because chances are I'm going to take you home if I buy you, would you like to help me create money? And if it says yes, then it's a done deal for me. And other questions you might want to ask and add to that collaboration of what I've already shared with you guys is, if I choose you, will we have fun together? If that's a priority. If I choose you, will you be grateful for me? If that's a priority. If I choose you, are you going to bring me more happiness? So these questions can just keep going and going and going as a way of being inquisitive about why you are buying something or about to purchase something or adding something to your life. It may not even be something you're buying. So try some of these questions about how you create choice in your universe. And it could be as simple as choosing to go on a coffee date with somebody, or walking through a fabric store like me and choosing a fabric that you may want to create some cushion covers out of, or whatever else you're doing. Or choosing a home, or choosing a city to live in, or choosing a friendship, choosing a business, choosing a graphic. What if all these questions I've just given you guys and the way I choose could be a contribution in the way you choose? And if you like this shopping spree and you're enjoying some of these questions, please feel free to share this with your friends. I would love to have way more people to play with in this group. And what would the world be like if we were all shopping for our futures in a way that lights us up, in a way that has us jump out of bed in the morning, and in a way that just is such a different way to live your life? I mean, I don't know how many other people walk into a store and go, hey, to the fabric and go, will you be contributing the energies of what I'm adding to my future? Cool bananas. Yeah, there are so many awesome questions in that. And I'm actually also, because Heather's on here and Sarah's on here, hey girls, I'm also shopping around this area just to see if I want to live here. So as I was walking, I just got pulled into this store because it really reminded me of being a kid, because we would spend so long in fabric stores choosing our fabrics. And yeah, like my mum would often like find a fabric for me and my sister that we would both like and create outfits. But how wonderful as a parent to take us into a shop like this and go, choose what do you want to wear next Sunday? And we'll be like, okay, I want to wear this and this. And then some fabrics should be like, how am I going to stitch this? And never a no, I can't stitch this, but you know, always then you'd have to find lining for some things, which then creates a whole different spin to things, or buttons and lace and all that stuff. And occasionally she'd need to then collaborate with her girlfriends and say, I don't know how to stitch this fabric. Have you ever worked with this fabric before? And learning new ways of creating something. But it just pulled me in because it reminded me so much of the whole creative process of choice, and then the continuation of the questions and the investigations. So it's not just the choosing of the fabric, it's then what do you do with it? What would you like to create with it? How would you like to play with it and mold it and stitch it? And you can create something so fabulous out of anything in here. And you've no idea what it's going to be until you take it home and create a design. So, although I'm in a fabric store, these questions aren't just for fabric and store like clothes and things like that. They're really about you choosing from the selection called the abundant universe. Infinite things, infinite businesses, infinite ideas, infinite choices. How do you choose? And this shop, you can see from my eyes, I'm not even on the camera. I'm just so like, wow, look at this, wow, look at this, wow, look at this, wow, look at this. And I also love watching other people shop in here. It's like interesting watching their brains and what they're looking for, and the generative space of being in a fabric store. So, yeah, my last video was about how airports are generative for me, and now it's like how fabric stores are generative for me. I get energies and ideas from the weirdest places. So welcome to my world and shopping for your reality. How does it get any better? I adore you all. So please share with your friends if you're enjoying some of these questions and you think this would contribute to them too. And let me know how you go with some of the questions I've posed, and I wonder what will show up for you guys. What choices can you make today? What choices can you make tomorrow based on some of the questions I've just popped into your world? I adore you all. Look, can you see? And another one of my targets this year is sparkles. So sparkle and be sparkled. How does it get any better?